Hey guys, it's me, Jay Dynamite, here with another NBA 2K16 PS4 Lakers MyGM. So in this video, you will see a few more changes. So I'm just gonna go through the months, through the end of November and throughout all of December. So I'm just gonna go monthly here. Each episode will consist of 1 month. And last episode, the first episode of the series, was the introduction and just a few games in the series. And here you see me talking to the CFO of the Lakers, trying to get a promotion for the Lakers, and I decided to go for the $1 million shot. It cost 3 points to do so, but it increases 12% on attendance on that certain game. And here you see another trade negotiation, which involved Larry Nance to go and Randle to go. I was looking at it's not even worth it because we're trying to save money here, and in fact we don't even have enough money as it is. So I just decided, well, it's not the best strategy to make a trade right now with it's best if we just saved every single player until right before trade deadline. And here comes, I think it's Nick Young. Yes, it is Nick Young with some more trouble. Last episode he also came with some trouble. And this time I think it was because of the training intensity. You know that in the last episode I changed the training intensity to high, and he's complaining here, and he is gonna be the first in a long line of people who's gonna be complaining about training intensity. D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle will later on complain that the intensity is just a little too low. So I'm just gonna deny Cotto and decide to just change the intensity for each player. I'm not gonna change it for the team, but for the player. So I decided to give Nick Young a low intensity training, just to make sure that he doesn't slack off too much. But he's still gonna be training as much as possible. Later on I will change Nick Young's intensity to medium. So getting back, I'm going to a few more games. So here you see the Trailblazers with a 38 record, and we actually win against the Portland Trailblazers. Not by much, but we still get the W. And remember, we're trying to tank this season to try to get a #1 draft pick, and we're also gonna try to trade for another top 3 draft pick. So let's see how it actually goes. So, and here we see something else going on. Talking with the head scout, looking at the report. So I'm gonna try to scout based on potential. If I see that a player has a C+ potential below, I'm no longer gonna scout that player because it's just too much of a risk. If the player has a B- to B- potential to above, then I will continue to scout that player and scout other players that might be I might not still know the potential. So in here I picked some more prospects on the way. So I look at the rank to see, and then I realized, well, why am I scouting by D rank when I should be scouting by potential? And I'm like, well, let's just look at potential right here. Sort by potential. A few good players in here. Then they're the ones at the bottom of the list. And Then I kind of go back and sort it by DE rank. DE stands for Draft Express if you didn't know. Uh, and then try to sort by potential. Wait, let me see. So I try to sort by potential to try to scout by potential, and those players that the scouting that's remaining. You see right there in the right corner, where it says scouts remain and remaining. So I'm like, why am I scouting this player when he has a C plus potential? And then well, this guy's from Puerto Rico. Wow, I know it's fake, but still, uh, when I see something that says Puerto Rico, I get all I get all amazed because well, I'm from Puerto Rico. If you didn't already know, uh, so yeah. And here I'm looking at some other players trying to see what's going on, and let's see. I'm still looking at where at the other players that are in the draft. So my focus is to draft the highest, the player that has the highest potential, but at the same time the highest overall available. That is my focus. And here you see me looking for a player that hasn't been scouted yet. And I scout a player from Lithuania. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry, but you know, I just. And here we see Julius Randle complaining about the training intensity. I think that's what it is in the moment right now. So what I do is just deny and cuddle with him, and I try. What I do is that instead of promising to lower intensity or to get the intensity higher, I just deny and cuddle and then deal with that player separately. Because one of the things is that I cannot break a promise, So, and here I trying to look for Julius Randle. At this point, I'm just like, where the hell is he? I know I'm just like blind and then like, oh, there it is, and try to get the intensity there a little, a little higher there to very high. Some players actually enjoy having the training intensity very high, and no, and sometimes I think that depends on the potential of said player, and it could also depend on the age of the player, I think. So here, I think I try to see the player's potential and whatnot. And besides Kobe, the the best player potentially is Daniel Russell. Uh, you know, age-wise, he's young. And here I reach level 8 and I try to see what I could get here. And I try to go for the option to see what is my best option. And I think I select the Pro Scout software. I need to get a few extra, uh, just scout a few extra players, scout as many players as I can. And here I try to see different upgrades for GM. So yeah. So this is gonna be a not a long series, but it could be a good series. And here you see, I think that's Nick Young once again complaining. Let's see what he wants to complain about. So I have no idea why he complains so much. Once again, he's with the wish to change roles, and I'm like, well, Yeah, this time I decided to deny Kodo. Last time around, last episode, he wanted to when he wanted to start, and I decided to give him a deny and tough love. This time I gave him the deny and cuddle. I mean, this guy is not the kind of player who should start in any team. He's even lucky he has started for the Lakers because of how bad they've been performing in the past few years. So, you know, the fact that he's even starting is a wonder to me. And here you see Byron Scott coming up with the update that I need to change, update the lineup going against the Pistons, and I lowering the minutes to what's suggested, and I get to start Jokic and Nikola Jokic. Uh, if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. If any of you know how you pronounce it, just let me know in the comment section. Uh, but yeah, I do get to start this guy. I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not, but I'm just like, well, I'm not. I'm just gonna do what's suggested to me. I'm not gonna go into much detail and bother much. We're trying to tank the season anyway, so to get the number one overall draft pick, or have the best chances at that. And here you see that I change Jokic to center and Randle to the ninth spot in the rotation. And I think that he's gonna complain later on about that. It's either him or Jordan Clarkson. Either one of the two will complain about the changes in the role. Then again, it's only for one game, and we lose anyways. And well, I thought he's gonna complain as much because it was only for one game. You can adjust your lineups based on the teams you're facing. So that's basically one of the reasons why the head coach comes to my office to try to update the rosters, and I try to look at Nikola Jokic, see how good he is, and he's alright. He's not the best player in the team. He's just right up there. Uh, Certainly a player that I wouldn't mind trading. I actually acquired him with that trade that I made with the Nuggets. And I think it was for. I remember. I think it was for Meta World Peace. I should check on later on. And here I just simulated and lose again against the Raptors. At this point, I don't mind losing that much. You know why. If you don't know why, then go back to the beginning of this video and try to go all the way through. Each video I will let you guys know why I'm tanking the season. And besides, I really need to develop my young players in Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, and D'Angelo Russell. Each season at training camp, I'm gonna improve those three players' potential. So that will be the emphasis this time around, and try to look at player development. I'm not sure if Kobe is gonna retire by the end of the season. If not, well, I don't know. But later on in this video, the owner has as a goal to make sure that Kobe's morale doesn't drop below 60. And I'm like, okay, I will accomplish that. And a pickup line that it says like, if he says if I should jump, I will ask how high. One of the cheesy pickup lines from NBA 2K16. But anyways, you get the point. And still looking at the team development here. This time looking at some attributes. And just well, if you saw my last video, you pretty much know who are my three untouchables. But if you haven't seen my last video, my three untouchables are Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, and D'Angelo Russell. I will not trade them by any means. Those are my three future players. D'Angelo Russell and Jordan Clarkson could switch up between the two. Play equal minutes, or maybe both players can start. One of the two can be the point guard, the other one can be shooting guard, and that's why we have more shooters in the starting lineup. And here, Nick Young. Oh, right, I'm giving him a pep talk here to try to cheer him up. You see me with the hands in the air, trying to make sure that he is all fired up too. Maybe for my next level, I should try to go for try to get some pitches to encourage the players and the staff. And here, see if there's a problem with the staff. Okay, no problem at all. It's pretty much neutral. If your player has a morale of 40, that means they're angry. But if your staff has a morale of 40, it means that it's just you know, an everyday thing. And here we go. The fans are trying to sign a petition to fire me. And here you see that I say no comment, and the owner is actually happy that I say no comment. I think that he's gonna keep me around to stay for one. I'm sorry. That I'm gonna stay for one more year most likely because he's happy with me. He doesn't have the best patience in the world, but he probably knows that that this team is not the best. That I should probably tank the season as it is. So here we are trying to go for another thing, and yeah, Daniel Russell is trying to get the intensity a little higher, I think, to increase the intensity, and then I cuddle and deal with his intensity separately. So you have the choice to either increase it by team or increase it by player. It's kind of easier in case someone tries to complain about trading intensity. So here you see I increase the intensity. Uh, you know, this video, I've been narrating here for nearly 18 minutes and we're not even halfway there, so this video is gonna take a little over 40 minutes. So, you know, uh, if you want to skip some parts of this video, I understand. Just go right ahead and skip. But I'm gonna continue to narrate here, and I'm gonna change the lineup here. And I think this is where the complaints start to go. So I decreased Roy Hibbert's minutes and actually managed the minutes here, and Jokic is back down on the roster. Wait, no, never mind. He's gonna get up in the roster. Clarkson is gonna go and get his minutes cut down, probably, and he's gonna start for. Let's see. He's gonna. I'm gonna bump down Clarkson to the bench, and Russell will be starting. And here you see me managing the minutes. Here comes Russell. I bump him up into rotation and eventually just start him. And Clarkson will be like, "Yo, dude, what are you doing here? Why are you decreasing my role?" And I will be like, "Patience, you know, just patience." But you know, I'm doing so many changes, just trying to see what I can do here. This guy's a 74 overall, but playing like he was a 76 or 77, a higher overall. And here I'm just imagining again the players up and down the rotation. And here you see me simulating the next two games. And see Jordan Clarkson complaining about his role in the team, his new role. I bumped him down on the on the lineup. So yeah. And here I decide to not cuddle. I'm not gonna do anything this time around because I know what I'm doing. I mean, the objective here is to get the best draft pick possible, but so I cannot, I cannot risk and to be winning games right now. I mean, it's what the owner wants me to do. It's what the team wants me to do. But for time being, I really need to focus for the long run, and I get to win against the Rockets. Wow. And here you see me looking at the players, at each of the players, and pretty much all these players are worth and given a second look. But here I see that there are some players that have been fully scouted, so instead I just look for different players. This player is nearly scouted. Now I'm looking at the DE ranks, and I'm like, okay. Then I sort by, I'm just giving a second look to each of these players, and I'm like, let me just sort by potential to give a better look. And here you see me trying to get a better look. This time I just foolishly go to sort by DA rank, then I sort by potential and go back, sort by DA rank, and then sort back at potential. I'm like, what in the world am I doing? I'm supposed to be sorting by DA rank, and I'm like, I'm an idiot. That's what I am. I'm an idiot. So here you see me continuing on to it's time to get away. It's time to get away. Okay, so that's pretty much does it for the scouting. And if you think this is the end of the video, try again, because this video is far from over. So stay tuned if you want to stay. If you want to keep in touch with what's gonna happen. And this is gonna be the longest video of my GM series for time being. The next few videos won't be as long. The thing is that I'm trying to make up for the end of November and all December, so that's why this video is gonna be extra long. So yes, if you're kind of bored out, I'm sorry. My bad. This was not my intention. Okay. But if you just don't want to listen to my commentary, you can at least listen to the good music here. And here I give Roy Hibbert a contract extension. And why not? I could keep him, but it's not an entire guarantee. But until then, I'm gonna keep him around. So let's see how it goes. What? So let's see what's gonna happen next. So here you see me looking at the rosters, just because. Actually, Jordan Clarkson seems to be down in the dumps. So I need to give him a pep talk here. His morale is a 55. I cannot afford that. So it's time to talk to him and see what's going on. And I really need to make sure that he is on the same page with me. And you see those graphics where I've just had my hands up in the air. Is that a common thing here in MyGM? To have your GM have your GM with your hands up in the air trying to give your players some pep talk. Yeah, look at this roster. We really need to make a lot of changes here to turn things around. So I'm gonna have to clean up the entire house. I mean, wow, look how bad this roster is. There are players that I don't even want to have in this roster. Anthony Brown, Robert Sacre, Tariq Black. Those are the players I just don't want to have on my roster. And those players are definitely gonna be out of here before the trade deadline. And they're not gonna have much value anyway, so they're just players that I just don't need at the moment. I know I can get better players for Zachary and such in the trade block. And Wirtz is also a player that's gonna be leaving the team because I said so. You have a problem with that? And you see me giving Zachary some more minutes. So yeah, if a player has an overall of 69, below 70 overall, that player means nothing to me. That's a player that's just leaving the team. That player is asking to be traded. Not literally, but you get what I'm saying. And I lose to the Bucks, and I lose another game. The Rockets went ahead and gave us that work some revenge, if you know what I mean. So here's Lou Williams once again complaining. Yes, never complained. My bad. So this was his first complaint. This time with training intensity. I'm like, what's up with all these guys? I mean, don't you want to become better players and help this team win? It's like they just want to take it easy and all that stuff. I'm not buying it. And he's the highest overall player in this team. So that's another one of the reasons I just don't buy into him having this kind of thing going. I just don't. So I just don't know what's going on here. And this is one of the players that really needs to get out of here. He's gonna be traded for sure, but I'm gonna save him for the trade deadline to get another draft pick and a top 3 draft pick. So what I'm gonna do is look at point differential and see which teams have a chance to just sink to the bottom. So yeah. And yeah, Lou Williams is definitely out of here. Now that's all I can tell you. He's not getting out of here now. No next episode, no the one after that, but he's gonna get out of here before the end of the trade deadline. That's for sure. He's gonna be a piece I need to trade for a draft pick. For a first round draft pick. One thing I noticed in this episode is that I don't actually have a number 1. I don't have a first round draft pick, and I was like, so you're telling me that it's not worth it to tank this season? I mean, that's just a bunch of BS. So you're telling me that's not even worth it to tank? So I just trade them for a draft pick. So that makes it worth it to tank, but this team is bad anyway, so it's not like I'm tanking, it's just like I'm losing on purpose, but I'm losing accidentally too. Kinda ironic, isn't it? Uh, this roster needs a lot of work. Oh boy, this roster really needs a lot of work. Let's give D'Angelo Russell a pep talk right now. He really needs a little. He really needs to be. He really needs to. He really needs a pep talk. Let's see. My hands up in the air. Let's get this win, baby. Let's get this win. Let's win this game. This morale is up there at 98. It's actually good at up in 98. And give him Lou Williams a little pep talk too. So let's see what's gonna happen this time around. If you're desperate for this video to end, don't worry. There are about 10 minutes to go to the end of this video. And hands up in the air. Let's see. So that's basically it. So let's give this player a pep talk to see what's going on. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, let's give you a little pep talk. And I have run out of pictures. Some pictures. And my hand didn't go up in the air that time, I think. Or maybe it didn't, I just didn't see it. And giving Julius Randle a little pep talk right about now. Let's see what's gonna happen to this guy. Let's see what's gonna happen to this guy right here. Let's see. Julius Randle. Let's see. Hands up in the air. Does anyone else need a pep talk? I don't think so. We're good to go. And here I'm seeing each of the, the owner confidence report. You see my job security at 86. So I'm basically pretty much set to go. So you see there his attributes, right? Basically right down the middle of the plate. Not exactly, but basically right there. He doesn't care if he spends so much money. He wants to have the best team possible. So yeah. And later on I'm gonna look at the goals for this year. There you see the goals. And at the bottom there's a wish list. And to be top 10 in attendance, right now I'm in number 20. And that's something that needs to be fixed. But knowing how bad this team is, I might have to lower down the cost of things, if you know what I mean. Lower down the price of tickets to maybe $55 or something, to get more people on those, get more butts on those seats. You know what I mean. But one of those demands are, I cannot complete it, and it's the one that says that we need to get 20 home games. And I'm just like, it ain't happening. By any means, it's not happening. But yeah, I really need to see which team has my draft pick and try to get it back. Maybe that's what I need to do. I really need to get my own draft pick in this case. But before that, I really need to see the standing to see if it's more worthwhile to get my own pick back or get another team's draft pick. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So here's here's some more moves. Young at the no, Young should be a 7th spot. Clarkson the 6th man right now. As for the rest of my team set to go. Looking at General Russell. He's doing alright for a rookie. He can do better, but for now that's all that we need. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the where my draft pick is for the first round. I mean, it's ridiculous that I don't have my own draft pick. You know. And here you see that I lose a few more games. I lose a game against the Nuggets and one against the Thunder. And here's the Christmas Day game. Most likely gonna lose that one. Hmm. Oh boy, this is gonna be it's gonna be terror. And here you see Byron Scott and tell me, hey, we need to change the lineup going against the Clippers, huh? And you see me making my moves here. Gonna make sure that Sakura will no longer start. He will still have some minutes, but he will no longer start. Hibbert will start. Hibbert will start again. Sakura will go down to last possible spot in a rotation. And yeah, this is you see the Clippers record. They're 16 and 13. Seems about right for what's happening right now in real life. Actually. Hey there. Oh, hey there. Let's see what's going on there. And I should actually talk. I should actually talk in the game because if I don't talk during a certain time, the video will be like, oh, there's a copyright notice here. You should take care of that immediately because if not, this will affect the rankings on your video. And I'm like, really? You're really gonna do that to me? I mean, it's just bogus. But I mean, not really anything I could do there. So here I am changing the lineup in a permanent fashion. Sakura going down the rotation, Jokic going up in the rotation, and no one else will play. Let's go, let's go. Look, if you don't want to listen to my commentary, you can at least listen to the music. Let's go. So let's see what's gonna happen there. So here you see me trying to simulate a few games. So I lose to the Grizzlies. It's my sandwich. So let's see. Oh boy. Oh right. Oh, to see who's gonna be hired and fired. There are gonna be a lot of moves in the off season. Uh, I'm gonna fire Byron Scott and try to see who else is gonna get fired in there. No one except the trainer is safe. So, you know, they better be ready to get fired. That's all I'm gonna tell them. So, let's see. Why are you asking me if I'm gonna trade Kobe? I mean, are you out of your mind? I know he's old and all, but man, this is just crazy that they're asking me to trade him. I mean, mind your own beeswax. Mind your own business. Stay out of my face. And I think the owner's gonna talk to me right now. And earlier in this video, oh, never mind. Here's the scout, and here you see Popovic. Good potential, not the best potential, but I can deal with it. Kenny McDaniels, good potential. I hope there's someone with an A potential here. Let's see, potential wise. Looking at aggregates, 3B plus potential players: Howard Hudson, Kenny McDaniels, and Shane Rush. And here you see me looking for players to scout. And now I'm gonna try to scout different players based on DE ranks. So let's see if I don't make a mistake here. Let's see. Oh, okay. So those are the players I'm gonna scout. Manny Rodriguez, another Puerto Rican. I know it's fake, but you know I still get all excited. Well, two two guys from Puerto Rico in the draft. I mean, it's actually very strange because the only player from Puerto Rico in the NBA right now is JG Barea. There may be a few descendants here and there from Puerto Rican descendants, but players from Puerto Rico, the only player right now is Barea. Uh, Arroyo, Carlos Arroyo, used to be in the NBA, but right now he's playing in, I think he's playing in Europe. I think. Jeez, 8-25 record. I mean, what the hell? I mean, seriously. But I think that's pretty much the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.